Okay, welcome to the first video in a set of videos that you'll be watching on central tendency. This is forms the work of part of our statistics unit that you'll be doing in term 2. There's three measures of central tendency that we're going to look at. There's mean, median and mode, and we're going to focus on mean first, and we're going to work out how to find the mean of a set of scores. So the mean or average of a set of scores is the sum of all the scores divided by the number of scores. Why would we want to find out the mean? Well, it helps us to make predictions about things. So, for instance, an example that I'll use, an illustrative example that I'll use is related to a basketball team. So if a basketball coach wanted to make a prediction about whether he or she thought that their basketball team might win in their upcoming match, they could find the mean score of each of their players on their basketball team and compare those to the mean score of the players on the opponent's team. And that way they could get an indication of whether the scores are going to be higher or lower, and therefore whether they might have a chance of winning the game or losing it. So what we'll do is we'll look at a set of basketball scores, and then we'll find the mean of those scores. Okay, so the first, so we've got one basketball player here who scored 18 points, 24 points. They scored 20 points the next game. They scored 22. They scored 14, and then they scored 12. So in 6 games, this basketball player scored 18 points, 24 points, 20 points, 22 points, 14 points, and 12 points. We'll find the mean of these set of scores, so we can get an indication of, on average, how many points do they score per game. So to do that, we first of all need to find the sum of all the scores, and then we need to divide that number by the number of scores that we have. So a good way to start when you're working out mean is to write down the formula. So the formula is mean is equal to, sum of scores divided by the number of scores. So the first thing we need to do is add up these 6 numbers. So you can do that with or without a calculator. I'll show you how to do it with a calculator. I'm sure you already know, but anyway, we've got 18, we've got 24, we've got 20, we add 22, then we add 14, then we add 12. So there's the 6 scores, and they equal 110 in total. So we'll go back to our formula here. Mean is equal to 110, because that's the sum of our scores, divided by the number of scores. Now we've got 6 scores in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means we need to divide 110 by 6. Okay, so we can once again use a calculator to do that. 110 divided by 6 equals 18.3 recurring, 18 and 1/3. So the mean of this set of scores was 18.3 recurring. Now, obviously in basketball you can't score 1/3 of a point, but when you're dividing whole numbers, obviously sometimes you're going to get fractional answers. Yeah, so this basketball player, on average, scores about 18 points a game. And we can then compare that with the basketball player on the opponent's team, and if their score is higher or lower, we can get an indication of whether we might be able to score more points than the opposition. So I've got some practice activities for you to do in the OneNote. So have a go at doing those and practicing this skill of finding the mean, and then move on to the next video.